Hello, it's Druidsfire, and I've got a quick video for you today. This is for a currently limited time item available in Dungeons & Dragons Online, the Black Rose Patron Coffer. We're going to go over a few things with reference to what this done be, what it's going to be. It's available in the DDO store for DDO points. There are, as usual with the patron coffers, 3 tiers of shenanigans. I'll go over the pricing as well, so you can see what's what. The first tier is called the Echoes of the Black Rose Coffer for 1,995 DDO points. The mid tier is the Greater Echoes of the Black Rose Coffer for 39.95, and the top end is the Superior Echoes of the Black Rose Coffer for $79.95. Do what you decide to do. What you value is the best. So let's go over what's in the bag. What's in the backsheesh. So we have the webpage up. This is available on DDO.com. And I'll have it linked in the thing on the video so you can see what this is. As with all DDO patrons coffers, basically they're available for a limited time. This one currently till March 30th, 2025. And generally FOMO means people will just get it right up the front, right out of the gate. And it's very likely, even though they will officially say we don't know if it'll ever come back. So far, all of the patrons coffers have made some kind of return at some point. Generally like a week or two after they do double bonus points. Go figure. Alright, so as you can kind of see already, the stuff in it is based on a purpley theme. There's also a character that it's based on, and it's kind of interesting that they went there, but also it makes sense, okay? So where is this coming from? Well, DDO is about to have an expansion in the Lamortia domain, domain of dread. And, well, when you're dealing with Lamortia, which is somewhat related to Ravenloft, somewhat related to the current story going on in the game, it's very likely that the devs are going to do the thing that they generally kind of do, which is try to find something within their license that they can do without actually getting in trouble for it, which they did it in the other game when they did a Rohirrim-themed coffer right about the time where they released the anime War of the Rohirrim. They're kind of doing something similar here. So the reason it's called Echoes of the Black Rose is we believe to be a reference to a character from D&D lore called Lord Soth. So let's get this out of the way. Boop. And you'll see the wiki page for Lord Soth with his helmet with a little floof on top, and a little bit of a history of both the in-character and the out-of-character stuff going on with him. It's a little bit interesting they chose this character, even though he's known as one of the big bads, one of the greatest villains of all of D&D. And there was, of course, some controversy about the character and who owned the character, and Tracy Hickman not being happy about how the character was used in Ravenloft, etc., whatever. But Black Rose is basically most of the novels about this character feature a reference to the Black Rose, etc., etc. So, Lord Soth, you are a homie for this particular little adventure, and you can read the wiki page at your leisure if you're not familiar with the character. That being said, let's go back to the actual coffer itself. So, as we said, 3 tiers of the coffer, and as usual, Standing Stone likes to put the biggest one on top, but I'm going to go bottom up because it more informs me what you're going to get per tier. It's also going to go with what I'm going to show you right now. This works just like the same as any of their other coffers. Any of the storage that's character bound will apply to the character that you requested on, and only that character. So I use it on my main. And the way it works is if you buy a lower tier, it's fine. You want to buy a higher tier, it's fine. There are no upgrades from lower to higher. You're going to spend the full amount of points regardless of whether you bought a lower tier. They basically, if you buy, there's no upgrade. Basically, You buy the tier, you buy the tier, you buy the tier. You can only buy the tier once per account. Alright, and as the usual notes here at the bottom tell you, is it's only possible to get a total of 20 additional additional slots of character bank storage on one character, and 30 slots of shared account bank space to your account through this coffer. There's 10 in one and 10 and 20 in another tier, and we'll go over that in a minute. And it is not possible to purchase a lower tier after purchasing the higher, since it would provide no additional benefit, because the higher tiers come with all the stuff in the lower tiers. That's the way they roll. Again, once per account. No upgrade offers. Once you purchase your stuff, the cosmetics can be acquired in-game by speaking to the NPC Ziana, located in the bottom floor of the Eberron Hall of Heroes, basically across the way from where the door to the other side of the Hall of Heroes is. Basically opposite from Zathral, the big silver dragon. Mount certificates and creature companions will automatically apply to your account. You may need to log out and log back in to make them active. And basically that'll be available. We'll go over that in just a second. And you can also read more about supporter packs by clicking on that little link where it says the word "here" at the end of the article. So if you get the lowest tier, the Echoes of the Black Rose Coffer, basically you're going to get 10 account bank slots for one character on your account. So pick the right server, pick the right character. That character will get an extra 10 slots I'm sorry, I lied. 10 Black Rose account bank slots. So this is basically shared storage account wide, so every character will have access to the shared storage. So if you have it on Orient or if you have it on Cormyr, you'll still have an increased number of bank slots. So I have like 260 on my account right now. You'll get the cosmetic weapon aura, the cosmetic weapon item, which in this case is a heavy mace, and a Black Rose wolf pup creature companion. And let me actually show you what they look like. So let me go ahead and make this go away. Make Lord Soth go away, make this go away. And hey, we're on my airship here in, here we are. So let's go take a look at it. So here's the actual weapon. We'll equip that real quick, and let's summon the doggo. The doggo is actually really cute. I like the usual flappy down. Alright, let's get those out of the way. So let's go take a look at the doggo real quick. We'll turn this off. We'll zoomy. Apparently I have names turned off on this character. Anyhow, there he is. There's my little doggo. So it's a little bit of an undead thing with the little going on down the thing. Why do I not have nameplates on? I am not entirely sure. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. But this is your doggo. You can name him or her however you would like. Like little canines. So cute. Alright, and as for the character, the mace, let's go take a look at that. This is without the weapon, aura. Let me change my camera around a little bit. And zoom out. And zoom down a little bit like this. So it looks like that. It's basically got two faces on the mace. And it looks a little bit chunky. It looks a little bit, I don't know, it gives me a little bit of a vibe of something from, say, I don't know, Shadowlands from World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Now, there's also the version that the weapon aura, you apply it to your item, and it's going to look like this instead. Now that is kind of cool with a little, like, floaty text. And let me see if I can get an even better shot of that. Yeah, it does look like text on there. Hold up. Hold. Is that Draconic? What text is that? I wonder if one of our awesome people in the community, Arcanaverse, get on this. If they could actually decipher that text somehow. Like, get some super slow-mo going on that bad boy. I wonder. Okay. So this is what you get for the base tier, the lowest tier. Alright. And let's make the wolf pup go bye-bye to get him out the way. Dismiss you. Alright, if you get the middle tier, you get that stuff. Plus you also get an additional 10 account bank storage slots for a total of 20. If you buy the mid tier, you get the 10 for the lower tier and the 10 for the middle tier. You get 20 Black Rose character bank slots. So this is where you want to be careful about where you redeem it. Where you actually talk to the NPC and say, give me the works. Make sure you're on the correct character. And this is where you also get the Marred Black Rose Plate Cosmetic Armor, which consists of the actual armor, the helmet, and a cloak. And let's go take a look and see what all three of those bad boys look like. There's the armor, there's the cloak, and there's the hat. And I gotta say, this is pretty badass. This is pretty badass. Look at this. Look at the fine details of the skull. And the fact that you got little thing coming out of your eye. Look at that. Look at that. My character's scary. She's got a little thing coming out of her eyes. And this is one of the reasons why it's like, oh, this is Lord Soth, because it's got the little floopy, horsetail thing going on here. And all in all, I mean, the tattered cloak, it looks pretty badass. And the nice purple designs. And I'm just looking at, like, the inlay, like, the actual, the inlay on, like, the tunic portion and on the greaves and the various pieces of armor. I'm guessing that's kind of a reference to, it's kind of, does it look like roses? I'm not entirely sure. But I like the tattered, oh, I'm a Death Knight, oh, I'm very evil kind of look, even though we can't really be evil characters in DDO, but it do be what it do be. Alright. And finally, if you get the top tier, you get 10 more additional Black Rose account bank storage for a total of 30. If you get the top tier coffer, you get 30 shared storage slots on your account, which is 10 for this tier, and then 20 for the middle tier, and then 10 for this tier, basically 10 for each tier. So for a total of 30, you get all of the stuff previous, including the armor, helm, cloak, weapon aura, weapon item, the pet, and you get a new friend. A new pony. So let's go take a look at this bad boy. And this one has the same dance that the Chonky Boy has. Wow. The art team just knocked it out of the park on this one again. This screams evil. This screams like this character, this Drake is undead. This is the Black Rose Drake. And the purple accents are really, really good. I mean, the actual FX of the things wandering around on the tail and on the, down the front and the chest, they look pretty cool. And we do see some of the same styling on the armor set as well. I don't know exactly how this thing is going to see toward the front. I mean, if you look at it from the front, it's like, how can you see anything? It's kind of like wearing front end blinders. But either way, I really like the dragon horns on it as well. And all the spiky bits all over the place. It's like, well, it's a good thing the spiky bits did not cover the loins, where you actually have to put a saddle. It is what it is. But it is undead, as you can see, by this little heel down here, that it's a little bit wacky. So this is what is in the set. Again, the prices are $19.95 for the lowest tier, $39.95 DDO points for the mid tier, $79.95 for the top end tier. And now I'm going to give a quick thanks to Standing Stone Games for the preview code, so I could show this off to you all. Now, right now, DDO is looking at having Lamortia as their next expansion, the place their next expansion is going to be this fall. But this particular item is only available till the end of March 30th. Well, not quite the end of March, because 31 days. However, as with all the coffers, I'm sure it'll make some sort of resurgence or reappearance at some point in the future. Sometimes they'll even put a discount on it. You never know. So that's the Black Rose Coffer. Go read the website on Lord Soth. You'll see both the website and the Standing Stone website for the coffer and the wiki page for Lord Soth, so you can read up on him and see why they probably did this inspired based on him. Alrighty, thanks for watching. If you like these sorts of videos, put a like on the channel. Well, put a like on the video. Maybe subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get some content out here in the near future. We're still dealing with the Twitch apocalypse of storage and whatnot, so I haven't been able to put up any of my new videos because I still need to get some editing tools that aren't on Twitch. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the funny pages. Bye now.